Hey, and welcome back. Today we will visit Dry Falls State Park, which is right in the middle of the Grand Coulee, with Banks Lake to the north and Lake Lenoir to the south. Since this is a Washington state park, it is off limits to launching and landing drones. So the aerial footage that I got was launched from the roadside, just outside the park. Luckily, the Dry Falls itself is right near the park boundary. The visitor center viewpoint is pretty spectacular though, and is what attracted me to this location in the first place. Like other areas of the Grand Coulee, this is part of a canyon system formed by catastrophic floods as an ice dam holding back glacial meltwaters from the Cordilleran ice sheet suddenly failed. In an instant, water flowing at a rate 60 times that of the Amazon was unleashed, scouring the soil from a large portion of central Washington and depositing it in the Willamette Valley of Oregon and out in the Pacific Ocean. In essence, the Columbia River occupied all of central Washington for that brief time. Most scientists today now believe that there are actually several of those flood events in the period from 13,000 to 15,000 years ago. The Dry Falls itself is what is left of a huge waterfall that was about 4 times the size of Niagara Falls that formed as the flood progressed. The small lakes at the bottom near the Dry Falls are the remains of the plunge pools from the falls. When the flood subsided and the Columbia River resumed its normal course, the flow of waters over the falls ceased, leaving these cliff faces. In addition to getting aerials, I did bike the area as well. Unfortunately, I can't really recommend it as a biking destination in and of itself. There were fewer trails than I expected, and a majority of the biking would be done on gravel roads shared with cars. In addition, the trails that do exist are pretty narrow and technical for a bike, and were clearly intended for foot travel with lots of rocks waiting to bash the pedals. Nonetheless, it was scenic. Now, the southern portion of the park is the Sun Lakes portion, which is more recreation-oriented with swimming, boating, golfing, and RVing. On an equipment note, I recently acquired an EVO SS wearable gimbal, and it is used in the bike riding shots in this video. One can compare the smoothness of the video compared to the much shakier bike footage from the Barker Canyon, said shakier footage causing a lot of macro blocking issues with YouTube's bitrate compression. Wind noise was very apparent with the built-in mic on the E4K Plus action camera. However, next time I will try a mic over dead cat sticker over the mic port and see if that helps. One downside of the EVO SS that I discovered was that the gimbal motors were audible during recording, especially when they were working really hard. Although the sound generally didn't overwhelm any of the other sounds like wind or the bike itself. Well, I hope you liked what you saw, and as always, please like and subscribe, and see you on the trail.